We talked about the original company, and I'm blanking on the name right now. It was Empire Pharmaceuticals. That was the original.
Empire Laboratory.
Yeah, they say laboratories. We say laboratories.
All right.
But same difference. Anyway, so the guy who owned that was a gentleman named Winter. Well, Winter had kids, and one of them was a guy named Kerry Winter, and he was interviewed on a show called The Fifth Estate, which is on the CBC. And he basically came out and failed a lie detector test after making unsubstantiated allegations that Barry Sherman had approached him, this guy Winter, to kill his wife 2 decades ago. So who is this Kerry Winter guy, and how does he factor into all this?
Kerry Winter is a troubled guy. He was, as I'd mentioned earlier, his father was the founder of Empire Labs. That way, to save you guys from taunting me about how I say laboratories. But and his father, Louis Winter, and he was Barry Sherman's uncle. When the 4 Winter children were very young, their parents died within 17 days of one another. The company was left to Barry, and part of the deal was, again, that as long as he didn't sell it, each of the kids would get a 5% share in jobs working for Empire. Well, Barry sold it on his cousins, and so I guess Louis Winter didn't think he'd sell it, but he did, and so Barry's cousins were out of luck. And one of these people out of luck was Kerry Winter, who had, struggled with, cocaine addiction and, myriad other problems.
And he was also very angry at his...
Well, not just angry. So he told his psychiatrist, this is Kerry Winter, the son of the original owner of Empire Pharmaceuticals, which then became Apotex. He told his psychiatrist, and this is according to his own words on this CBC show, I would talk about killing Barry, and it was very graphic. He would come out of the parking lot of Apotex, and I'd be hiding behind a car, and I'd just decapitate him. I wanted to roll his head down the parking lot, and I'd sit there and wait for the police. This is the nephew. Is it nephew? It's a cousin. It's a cousin. First cousin. So, I mean, Brad, that's almost too obvious when you got a guy coming out and saying this. I mean, you don't think there's any chance Kerry was behind this killing?
No. It was a professional job. He didn't have the skills to carry out a professional job. He didn't have the money to hire professionals. You could say he had motive, which again gets to money, right? But no, Kerry Winter is an also ran.